Hello hobby hunters, Neilus here with another unboxing video, and today we are doing something Digimon. A little bit of a background. My best friend Lorriman gave me a box full of small items for Christmas 2024. I haven't unboxed any of those on the channel yet. I have a few of those items on display because I wanted to unbox them right then and there. This one is something that well, the seal is open, but I haven't opened it yet. I haven't displayed this. We are doing this. What is it? I couldn't tell you because it's in Japanese. But rest assured, it's Digimon. Metalgreymon Weregarurumon. Small little box. As you can see on the back, Metalgarurumon comes with his newer arm cannon, and Weregarurumon comes with his newer wing blades, or whatever you call them. They look more like their EX forms, I think, in the new show when they have the extra transformation going on. Anyway, let's try to translate some of this stuff, yeah? On the top of the box here, at the bottom, it says Metalgreymon and Weregarurumon. On the top, it says shop something.
Shodo Tessimon Metalos Podemo Lulutin.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Metalgreymon and Weregarurumon.
Are you done? Alright, so let's translate the front of the box. On the bottom here, it says, can you fucking flip the camera, please? Digimon Adventure, and the small text right there says, this image for illustrative purposes only. Please note that the package image may differ slightly from the actual product. Akiyoshi Hongo Fuji Television Toy Animation Bandai 2021. The bigger text right here just says Metalgreymon and Weregarurumon, and then at the top, it didn't want to translate that. Stop doing that. Piece of shit. One Metalgreymon and one Wargarurumon. It says Wargarurumon, not Weregarurumon. That's just a translation error. It's a metal figurine, apparently. I'll translate the back now. It just says their stats on there. Like, Metalgreymon here says complete level, type Wyborg, probably Cyborg, vaccine, special move, Trident, arm, Giga Destroyer. This thing, Altarius, Positron Laser, Giga Destroyer support, Enhanced Chests, Metalwargreymon, and then we have Audrunaki, this Weregarurumon. He is level perfect. I think complete level over here was probably also meant to say perfect. Type Beastman type, attribute vaccine, special move Kaiser Nail, we all know that. This is the Sagaritas weapon state. This is Garurumon now. This image, and so on and so on. Anyway, two painted figures, so they're not in black and white as I initially thought because of they look like metal figurines. Apparently they're painted. I'm not gonna translate any of the other shit on the box. I don't know, other than Shodo, who published this. World Fun Action Figure. Probably Bandai is involved. Yep, right here you can see the seal. Right there. Right next to it, it says Bandai on this sticker as well. So yeah, Bandai is definitely involved in Digimon, so you know they would have published it, and Shodo is the one who made it. Some assembly acquired, so let's go to the unboxing room where I also make my build kit figures and put this thing together. Alright, here we are at the unboxing table, and what do you think of my custom-made diorama for Digimon World? I had this made years ago, and my request was to make it look like some of the places in Digimon World. We have the metal plating here that is close to File City. Then we have the forest surrounding File City. We have the meat farm right here. As you can see, these are actual pieces of meat with a bone sticking out. These are the plants you find in the forest only. And then these trees that are plugged in the ground like an actual plug. For these, we couldn't get actual plugs to work, but he gave me extra money for this. Some of the trees fell down in the forest, so I just have one laying flat on the display table, preferably somewhere I can still see the flowers, and then the other trees are just standing there where I couldn't put any figurines. These, I think, will fit perfectly. I have Weregarurumon and Metalwargreymon displayed on here. I'll show you. I think they might be a bit too big for this one. You can't even see Weregarurumon right there. So I think these might actually be a little bit better for this. So let's get rid of these. Let's move this back and let's pull out the box. And let's see what's in there. So let's open it. We have the weapon parts of Metalgreymon. Then we have the back parts of Weregarurumon. Then we have the body parts of Weregarurumon. Finally, the body parts of Metalgreymon. Here's the instruction manual for Metalgreymon, and on the back is the instruction manual for Weregarurumon. So let's put that in the back over there. Let's get to assembling. So we got the right arm right there. Very nice. We got the left arm, the robotic arm. Can you focus? Focus, there we go. Yeah, that's the robotic arm. Very cool detail. Holy shit, look at that. Then we have the body itself. Stop with the unfocus. Do it. There you go. Yep. I don't think the chest opens. Nope. Yep. Very cool details for something so small. Then, oh yeah, this is the best part. This is the head. Look at him. God damn, he looks so cool. I think his horns are kind of skewed though. Yeah, I think from being in the package, this horn got bent. I'm not sure. And yeah, you could tell because his nose horn is also bent. Nothing a little heat can't fix, I suppose. I hope at least. This horn, I don't want to break it off, so I'm gonna just leave it like that for now. Maybe heat it up a little bit and see if I can fix it. But yeah, look at the detail on his face, man. The eyeball, so tiny. Look at my finger compared to that tiny ass eyeball. The teeth, so much detail. Very cool. Speaking of detail, there is the tail. Yeah. All the mechanics in his tail, you can really tell he's an android. And, oh my god, there's tail articulation. There, I was looking for that word specifically. Articulation. Now, these parts. Oh, maybe we can have them battle each other. That would be nice. We have the right leg. It's like a little chicken leg. Look at him. It has articulation, not much. It just has a bend. Other than that, it does nothing. But it's still fucking cool. And it probably, at the body itself, just rotates like that. The left leg, same thing, but in reverse. I love the paint job on this, man. No splatches anywhere. Look at that perfection on this leg, man. Then we have this little stand. Yeah, little stand. And that is for his rocket right here. Oh, such a tiny rocket. Oh, yeah, I'm holding it upside down. There we go. And that goes on here. And boom. Very cool. There is this thing. Oh, that, okay, now it makes sense what this is. This is the chest piece, but open. So I think you can remove this one. Yes, you can remove this one and replace it with this one. And then you can have it like, pew, he's shooting out the rocket. Cool, that is awesome. I'll leave this one on there. Now let's get out the Garurumon parts and then assemble everything. Everyone in the comments is like, you forgot Metalgreymon has wings, you dumbass. And you would be correct. I would be such a fool for not realizing. Also that weapon, fucking this replaceable arm for this, the left arm, right? So it replaces this arm and it becomes this arm with this fucking cannon on it. I'm not sure how this connects to this, but I'll figure it out. Then this shocker ball thingy goes probably in there or at the front. I don't know where it goes, but we'll see. I should have looked at the instructions. But you know how I think about instructions. Fuck instructions. No one reads the instructions. There's the wings, right? There you go. There's the wings. I will cut these off. Oh, I don't like how thick that connector is. In the build kits, these connectors, you can just snap it off and it's fine, right? Look at how thick that connector is. Holy crap. Just to make sure it's secure in there, I guess. And I think you can also cut this off. Where's the instructions? Yeah. I have to cut these off of this middle part. That ball goes in between these. Let's assemble that later. First, let's have a look at where is Garuru? Here he is. That's Garuru head. Look at how fine that detail is on that face, man. That is so small and looks so good. He has the one-sided patch here. Oh my god. And the fur, the earring, even the earrings are on there. They're not colored, sadly, but yeah, he has them. That is cool. He even has these, like, little barely noticeable rectangles on his ear. I don't know what those are. I've never seen that. I've never paid attention to that. Are those earrings as well? Oh wait, he has like a cut in his ear, and those are like the stitches, right? Anyway, look at the detail on this thing. I'm more of a Metalgreymon kind of guy, but I can really appreciate a good Garurumon head. Seriously, Weregarurumon is my favorite version of Garurumon. Glad I got this specific one. And not just Garurumon or Metalgarurumon. I have Metalgarurumons. Here's the chest or the torso. He has the dog tag on there. There's a lot of pieces on him that are not colored, unlike with Metalgreymon. Everything except for the rings on his horns. Those are supposed to be black, right? Everything else is colored except for that. Anyway, that's the chest. Let's look at his leggies. This is the left leg. This is the left leg. Yeah? With the skull on it. He has a little fur. He does have a ball joint, so he can move his feet a little bit more than Greymon can. Metalgreymon, yeah, details. Not a fan of this gray ball joint in between the blue fucking jeans. Oh, look, it even has the fucking pocket on the side. So much attention to detail. Japan, man. Let's look at the other leg. This one has the knee thing with the spikes on it. Yeah, you can see that. And it has the little bandages on the foot. They look a little green to me. Not sure if that's supposed to be green, but yeah, it looks so detailed. And then the rip in the pants. And you can see here also those stitches that he has in his ear, but on his pants. Not a fan of those blue joints. You know, skin color joints in the blue pants. I mean, it is what it is, but overall it's still nice. Then we have the right arm. So much detail. Look at this. The little spikies on his arm braces. God damn. That looks so sick. Lorriman, I don't know where you get this stuff, but goddamn thanks. The left arm with the little thing on here, shoulder pauldron, yeah. And the brass knuckles, so much detail in there. I also love these pink ass fingernails that they use as the Kaiser nail attack with, you know, doing the slashes. So good. And then the bandages, obviously Digimon and their bandages. Still not a fan of this. Even the tiniest fucking detail in there, the zippers in his arm. They're smaller than my goddamn fucking lines in my hands, and they even detailed that. Sick. That is so good. Wait a minute. Right, yeah. So he does come with alternative hands. As you can see here, this is a hand that is stuck to this blade. So he uses this as a weapon. And it has a little R on there. Just so you know, the thumb goes up on the right side, like that. This is for idiot people, right? And then we have one for the left hand. Yeah, you can see right there. That says L for loser. It has the brass knuckles on there, so you can... You know this is the fucking left hand. The brass knuckle hand is the left hand. You punch with your fucking left hand. Oh my god. Amazing. Does he pull them off his back when he... It's been a while since I've seen the show. Anyway. And then we have all of these. These go on his back, I suppose. Yeah. And there's the smaller ones as well. I do think they go on his back. Let's see. Yep. Yep, and then we have the smaller ones go on the bottom of his back. And then these little wingies. Oh my god. Do you remember Weregarurumon and his little tiny wingies? Why does he have these? What's the point of these? They have no function. They look cool on him though. Anyway, let's assemble it. First, let's go the OG way, right? Let's put Greymon's head on. Can we plug this fucker in? Nope, we cannot. Oh, wait, I think this goes in his chin. Yep, like that. There you go. Head attached. Let's try a leg. Oh, yeah, that plugged in so nicely. That's what she said. Anyway, other leg. That one is not going in as good as the other one. I don't hear a click, but it is in there. Nope, nope, we're not saying it. The tail, they did not make these holes big enough. Yeah, there it is. It's in there. And now we have an armless Metalgreymon. Let's put his other chest back in. Let's put his normal arm on this side. There we go. Almost complete. And then the metal arm. Oh. Well, that came apart. I think it's supposed to be able to come apart. Yeah. See? Nothing, no harm done. There you go. That is how he's supposed to look. Can his arm bend? Well, it is kind of tight, but yeah, it can. Oh, and I lost his arm. Shit. And now for the coup de grace, the wings. So let's just plug them in. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at him. This arm keeps coming off, which is sad. There we go. That looks so good on there. I'm gonna have trouble standing him up. His feet are very loose. Yeah, they're very loose. Other than that, he does look amazing. There's articulation in the tail. In the middle, there's a cut here, so that works. It can move a little bit up and down because it's a ball, and you can turn it around. Legs, there's not much in terms of left and right, but yeah, he can basically carousel them. Feet just up and down, nothing else. Arm, limited motion, but it can also do a carousel. Same with this arm, although it is very tight and I can barely move it. This one can go up and down, but comes out so easily, which yeah, kind of sucks. I should bend it down more because it looks like he's just high-fiving you right now. The head doesn't move all that much either. But yeah, you can pose it a little bit, I guess. You can have him run like that. Oh yeah, and the wings also have a ball joint, so you can just basically do anything a ball joint can do. It's too bad the mouth doesn't close, but that's okay. Runny pose Metalgreymon all day. Let's replace this arm with this arm, and then set him down first. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to put this one on with these arms, because these arms are just gonna get in the goddamn way. Let's try it anyway, because I'm an idiot and I like to do things difficult. I put the other chest on and the arms definitely get in the way of this, so whenever you want to pose them, if you want to move them up a little bit more, this just gets in the way. Although it is kind of bendy, so that's fine. But you can see how it just bends the plastic. So I will display this only with normal Metalgreymon and not the canon wearing Metalgreymon. Also very annoyed that this arm just keeps popping the fuck off. Anyway, let's put his cannon on there. So this is supposed to be on top, like so. And then this one goes on the bottom, like so. Oh wow, it can just, you can just make it as scissors. And then this one is supposed to go in the slot like that. Although I think the wiry thingies are bent. It's just supposed to go like that, I guess. I misjudged something. It is supposed to be like this. I did it wrong. The teeth of these are supposed to point to each other and not outside. So yeah, it's supposed to be like that. These slots are going in between those teeth. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that right now, but I'll do some posing and show it off later. For now, I'll just put him there. Anyway, let's move on to Weregarurumon. First, let's attach his head. Then his right arm. Tough, tough, tough. Really tough. But I got it in there. Then his left arm. I feel like this part is dangerous because pushing this in here with that shoulder pauldron attached to it is gonna be difficult. As you can see, the hole is smaller than the peg. And that's why it took so much force to push this one in. Keep our thumb right there. Push here to give a little push back. See if we can get it in there without breaking anything. He does not want that arm. All right, I had to go off screen for that one. I think it is in there. It's definitely stuck. Good. Let's try a leg. This should be easier. Oh, I guess not. Oh my God, I pulled out the arm. How? Why did they not just assemble this, man? Why do I have to do it? Another thing I just noticed, the left ball is smaller than the right one, so that you definitely wouldn't put it on the wrong one. This hole is bigger than this hole, so you would definitely never be able to push this in there. It's already hard getting that leg in there. Oh my God. All right, off-screen mode. Leg attached. Now let's just do the other one off-screen as well. In attaching his legs, I pulled off both an arm and a hand. Jesus Christ. Okay, so assembly, not easy. I will tell you that much. Also, is it just me, or do his feet look like they're in reverse? I don't know. They're definitely the right legs. God, the articulation is amazing on this guy. Compared to Metalgreymon, the thing is that these body parts come off really easily. So if you decide to get this, if you find these online by Googling them, do know that it's very easy to pull these apart. All right, I've got his wingies. Big wingies? Tiny wingies. I can just pull these off there. Very nice. Where do the small ones go? In the bottom. So top and bottom. There you go. That's one. That is two. Then that is a three. Get in there. And then the final one. Please do not pull out an arm. Okay, they're in there. Very nice. There are some more plugs in the middle, but that's because of all this. It's supposed to go in there. Yeah, very cool. All right, let's talk articulation on this Weregarurumon. I just wanted to bend the leg and fucking fell off. Let's start by assembling him again. Definitely won't be making any stop motion with these. Anyway, articulation, the head can go all the way around. He can look down pretty far. He can look all the way up. He can look left and right. The head articulation is so much better than a Metalgreymon's. So the arm, obviously, because it's on a ball joint, it can go all the way around. It can go in close to his body. This is how far this one goes out. And this one goes a little bit higher because it's not stopped by the shoulder pauldron. Then there's a ball joint here. I would not recommend fucking around with this too much because it comes out really easily. But yeah, you can just turn his arm around like that. The hand itself just rotates like that, nothing else. Same on the other side, there's a ball joint here, so you can just flip the entire arm around and then the hand just rotates like that. This is also like a rotation, so he should be able to rotate his leg all the way around, which he can. It's crazy what he can do compared to Metal over there. He can even turn the bottom of his legs all the way around because of that ball joint. It's crazy. And he has a swivel as well on there. It's fucking insanity. Look at how far back his leg goes. If you want to show him kicking, I should do it like that. Yeah, pretty good. That's a jumping pose right there with a kick. His foot does this. Has a little bit of a rocker. I wouldn't say much because otherwise it just turns in a roundabout. But yeah, rocker, not much, I would say. And they just fall apart so easily. So this is for posing purposes only, I would say, like the articulation. They are so cool. The detail is so cool. The articulation on this one is amazing. It is just sad that they fall apart so easily. I don't think they're gonna fall apart when they are just displayed like that, right? Anyway, let's do some replacements here. We have these big wings, left and right. They go on top. Then we have the middle ones, left and right. And then we have the double ones, the small ones. They go on the bottom. And his hands come off. Boom. Let's replace them. There we go. He has the weapons. And now, shit, I said left, right. But they're supposed to be, yeah, like this. Okay, right? Yes, I am correct. I am correct. I am doing it right, I think. If I'm not, judge me in the comments below. Do it. Be harsh. No, don't, please. I want engagement, not harsh punishment, alright? I'm not used to doing these kind of small detail things. There we go. Oh, so they're attached because, yeah, that makes sense. Alright. And I think it is the bottom one, the top ones that he's holding in his hand, so I should remove them from his back, but I'm not going to because fuck that. Bend them back a bit so it looks more cool. Yes, look at him. He's such a badass, mate. I wonder why he holds them like that, because that kind of looks silly. That is cool. Let's put him there. He can actually stand. I have a little bit more trouble standing Metalgreymon over here, because his feet are very tiny surface flat, and he is kind of back heavy, even with this thing attached, so it just keeps tipping to the back. They're also not metal like I initially thought. So let's bend his legs a little bit more forward and see if we can put more of that weight in the front. Spread his legs, really bend him over. There you go. Now he can stand. It took a little bit of effort, but we can stand him just like that perfectly. It is too bad his tail is like so high up now. There they go. Those are Weregarurumon, Metalgreymon. I love these. They are freaking awesome. As I was fucking around with these, posing them a little bit and stuff, I noticed one more thing. Metalgarurumon here has a cut right here, so he can bend his body right there. So that gives him another extra level of awesome compared to Metalgreymon over here. Aesthetic-wise, I gotta give it to my man Metalgreymon here. Despite the horns being crooked, him not being able to stand that well compared to Weregarurumon, this arm popping off so easily, while the shoulder is so stuck that I can't even move it. Despite all that, he's still my favorite. He doesn't have the posability. He has all these issues compared to Weregarurumon, and I still love him more. Is it because it's Metalgreymon and I just have a bias? Probably. So I'm gonna say, as a figure, Weregarurumon takes the cake. He's the better one. 100%. I'm not gonna deny that. As a personal favorite, it's Metalgreymon. However, I am not a fan of this giant fucking cannon on him. I prefer his OG arm. So I will probably display him with that OG arm. Also, again, things that I forget to mention or like notice later on, his hand does have a swivel, so you can pose it as well. I'm probably gonna pose him with this arm and the open chest shooting out this cannon, or rocket rather. As for Weregarurumon, I am into his wings. I like them. I used to not like them. I thought it was over the top and he looked way too much like his ex-antibody. I will, however, switch out the hands because I prefer him not having these displayed like that personally. Everyone's own flavor, right? Anyway, let's measure them. I did bend his knees so he has like that little crouchy vibe. They're roughly 9 to 10 centimeters. Metalgreymon's a little bit smaller, which is weird because he's supposed to be the tall one, right? Even counting the wingspan, this one comes up to 11 centimeters, while this one just maxes out at 9, not even 9, I think 8.5 if you count his... Well, if I put his wings up, then probably good. Doesn't matter. His head is about 8, this one is about 8 as well. So yeah, 8-ish centimeters. Now let's compare them to their evolutions, right? Their Digivolutions. Now I don't have the versions of these as their evolutions or the Digivolutions, but I do have some build kits that I built. We have Wargreymon here, and we have Metalgarurumon here, and you can see how big they are compared to them. Size comparison is not correct according to the show, at least not Adventure itself, but the remake of Adventure made Metalgreymon so much taller, so I think this is about accurate, and I guess for Metalgarurumon is the same thing. Did I call him Metalgreymon? I meant Wargreymon. I also have the other build kits, the amplified ones, but I'm not gonna take them out for this video. I will do some size comparisons using them when I upload the video of this one and this one. I still have to build the amplified Metalgarurumon, but I also made Mugendramon or Machinedramon. As small little figures, I give these a 8 out of 10. They look freaking amazing. The only downsides for Metalgreymon here are the horns being crooked and his posability not being up to snuff, while his parts, at least the arm, come off super easily. As for Weregarurumon, his pluses are the posability is amazing, except for the fact that his body parts just come off super easy. Metalgreymon is hard to stand. You can put him in a nice pose like this and he will stand on his feet. It is really hard to get him in a stance that works. You have to move his arm and tail and in a way that keeps him on his feet. Weregarurumon, you can do whatever, he will stand. Yeah, and that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love interacting with you guys, so let me know if you want to find these and pick them up. I couldn't for the life of me tell you where Lorry got these. I could ask him, and maybe when there are some people interested, I'll see if he is willing to give me that information so I can relay it through the comments. Yeah, interaction, man. You can subscribe and leave likes. It would help the channel, but yeah, the interaction is more important for me. I guess that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye. Flip that shit around. Put that shit on there. Garurumon. Greymon. Dick-ass bitchmon. Ow. No, my trees. Oh, my game. My trees in my game. Oh my god. Flip the camera. And then rotate that shit all the fucking way down. He actually used money to make this. What the fuck? Dumbass. First I gotta take off this sweater because it's fucking hot as balls in front of that light. Holy crap, I never expected it to be that hot. It's a simple ring light. How? How is it so fucking hot? God damn. Alright. No more sweater. Fuck the sweater. Fuck, I forgot to bring the scissors. Shit. I almost lost an arm and a leg. Not literally. I mean, Guru's arm and leg. Leg arm. Not Lego. Oh, those are weapons in his hands. Replaceable hands. Garuru has replaceable hands. Damn, that is sweet. That is pretty sweet. Shit, I lost some pieces. I'm just gonna check them on the table. There's a few more parts with Metalgarurumon. Jesus. Weregarurumon. Yes, then we have the left. Sorry, it was bent the wrong way. The right arm. The one he uses to... Shit. Alright, I'm an idiot. It said left and right, and I just clipped them off like it was nobody's business. Shit. So let's just plug them in. I might have done it wrong. This arm keeps coming off. That's the bottom. Yes. Or I flipped it around. I think it's supposed to be like that. I think. If it's not, well, tough luck, Cookie. Let's put him aside for now. Oh, fuck, I forgot his arm. Let's move on to Garurumon. Weregarurumon, Digivolved. My wings. Give them back. Like that. Oh, and I just threw the shit out of that. Fuck, he can't stand on that surface. Metalgreymon